Welcome then to Waynesville High School's Tiger Stadium, home of the Tigers. Tonight the Tigers will take on the Lebanon Yellowjackets during this homecoming matchup. And now it's time for our homecoming queen coronation. The staff and students of Waynesville High School welcome you to the 21 Fall Homecoming. This year's theme is Faster, Higher, Stronger, Tigers Go for the Gold. The design theme is based on the Olympic Games. Beginning this evening's events will be the Homecoming Queen Coronation. The Tiger Pride Marching Band Guard Team will now create an arch for the homecoming court and their escorts to walk through. Our first attendant is Lania Thomas. Ms. Thomas is a freshman at WHS and is being escorted by her parents, Terrence and Tina Thomas. Lania is a member of the cheer squad and track team. Lania says the best part of high school is being able to participate in sports and getting an education. When asked about her favorite Olympic sport, she said, "My favorite Olympic sport is track because I run track and I know the feeling that runners have when they step up to the line or get into their blocks, and the feeling they get when they cross the line is just unexplainable." Miss Linnea Thomas. Our next attendant is Miss Talia Johnson. Miss Johnson is a sophomore at WHS and being escorted tonight by her mother and best friend, Sebastian Malvez. Talia is involved in drama club, a chamber choir, and the freshman mentor program. According to Talia, the best part about high school is her friends and the teachers. When asked about her favorite Olympic sport, she said gymnastics because the uniforms are really pretty. Miss Talia Johnson. And our final attendant tonight, Ms. Amna Amjad. Amna is a junior at WHS and is being escorted tonight by Gul Amjad. Amana is involved in the cheer squad and marching band team. Amna says the best part about high school is the memories I've made with people, whether they're a part of my life to this day or not. When asked her favorite Olympic sport, Amna said, definitely fencing because they look funny and I'd definitely be down to try it. And that's Miss Amna Amjad. And now for our senior queen candidates. Our first queen candidate this evening will be Miss Janice Brown. Janice is being escorted tonight by her mom, Arena Brown, and her brother, Eric Brown. Janice is involved in tennis, spirit squad, DECA FCCLA, and is a council member in the freshman mentor program. After high school, Janice plans to major in political science and minor in psychology before going to law school. She plans to someday become a JAG officer in the United States Army. Her advice to underclassmen, be happy for other people. Be happy for the girl who wins homecoming queen over you. Be happy for the guy that gets the point guard position over you. Once I began to be happy for other people, once I stopped seeing other people as competition and started seeing them as teammates, I became a happier person. Don't spend these last couple of years as a kid hating everything and every time someone else wins. Bask in the light of their victory, and yours will seem much brighter too. Our queen candidate was asked to fill out this statement: if blank were an Olympic sport, I'd take home the gold because blank. Janice's response: if not being sarcastic were an Olympic sport, I'd take home the gold medal because I'm never sarcastic, like ever. No, this isn't a joke. I'm really never sarcastic. Miss Janice Brown. Our next Queen candidate is Miss Lydia Childs. Lydia is being escorted tonight by her brother Ethan Finger. Lydia is a member of the tennis team and part of the WCC cosmetology program. Lydia had this to say about her plans after high school. I plan to get a business degree in hopes of one day opening my own nail salon. Until then, I will work for other salons to build my clientele while learning new skills as a nail professional. She has the following advice for underclassmen. Gossip is the devil's telephone. Best to just hang it up. Lydia's response to the fill-in-the-blank question: if being short were an Olympic sport, I'd take home the gold because I'm always the shortest person in the picture. Miss Lydia Childs. Our third Queen candidate of this evening is Miss Emily Crabtree. Ms. Crabtree is being escorted tonight by her parents, Steve and Tara Crabtree. Emily's involved in FCCLA, Beta Club, NHS, A+, and the Freshman Mentor Program. After graduation, she plans to attend Missouri State University to get a degree in nursing with a focus on neonatal care. Emily encourages underclassmen to enjoy every moment and make the best of all the opportunities you are given. Her response to the fill-in-the-blank: if having a positive attitude was an Olympic sport, I'd take home the gold because despite all the adversity that has come about throughout my high school years, I've improved upon and made myself a better person along the way, helping others rise above as well. That's Miss Emily Crabtree. And our final Queen of the evening, Miss Mary Henry. Miss Henry is being escorted by her parents, Brian and Christina Henry. Mary is involved in volleyball, soccer, Spirit Squad, NHS, SGA, and is on the council for the Freshman Mentor Program. Her plans after high school are to attend Columbia College to pursue her volleyball career and major in sports management. Mary's advice to underclassmen: don't be afraid to put yourself out there. High school really does go by faster than we all realize. Get involved, be active, and work hard, because in the end, it will all be worth the wait. Put yourself first because you make your own path. Mary's fill-in-the-blank response: if laughing were an Olympic sport, I'd take home the gold because my friends always mention how I'm always laughing even when nothing seems funny. You will always see me laughing even at the worst moments. And that is Miss Mary Henry. And now we have two special guests this evening coming through the arches. Our Tiger Club Little Princess and Little Prince. Our little princess tonight is Harlan Matlock, and she likes to watch TV. That's her favorite thing to do. That is our little princess tonight, Miss Harlan Matlock. And our little prince this evening, Bryce Turner, and his favorite thing to do: play on the iPad. So that is your little prince, Bryce Turner, and Princess Harlan Matlock. And now let's get a drum roll going. Your 2021 Waynesville High School homecoming queen is Lydia Tyler. Congratulations to all the members of the court. The court will now move to the big blow-up Tiger, General Wayne, at the west end of the field for photos. Again, congratulations to all. And because homecoming is about returning to our home school and recognizing those who were here and embraced the Tiger spirit, we'd like for all WHS alumni to stand and take a moment to look around at all who have come back to make this a special night. Alumni, please stand. Thank you for attending this evening's activities. Go Tigers! Just a friendly reminder, please be kind and do not stand at the railing and block the views of others. This seating is for handicapped individuals only. In addition, Waynesville, our 6 schools, are a tobacco-free, vape-free campus, so please refrain from smoking. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as the Waynesville Army JROTC Color Guard marches onto the field. The Color Guard commander and carrying the national colors is Cadet Captain Allison Scobie. Carrying the Tiger Battalion colors is Cadet Captain Callie McDonald. The left guard is Cadet Private Amara McCrackle. And the right guard is Cadet Captain Blake Bergman. Please remove your headgear and place your right hand over your heart as the Waynesville Tiger Pride Marching Band plays our national anthem. Please remain standing until the colors have left the field. Thank you. Immediately following tonight's game, the WHS football team will continue the tradition of recognizing the Homecoming Player of the Game Award to a senior Waynesville Tiger varsity player. This award is a tribute to the time and efforts of Rick and Cheryl Vernon and their dedication to the football program and Waynesville R6 School District. The Waynesville Tigers are led by head coach Joe Haynes and his coaching staff, Shane Rayland, Mike Krantz, Ryan Pimentel, Terry Lambert, Johnny Kelly, Jeff Bramer, Benito Perez, and Trent Wise. The team's athletic trainer is Nikki Fleshman, and the team doctor is Dr. Yulo from Phelps Health. It is also an extended educational experience for the student athletes. The Missouri State High School Activities Association and Misha member Waynesville High School know that events such as these help teach life values to the young participants. Keeping that in mind, we ask you to continue a proud Missouri tradition and display good sportsmanship throughout the contest. Let's meet our captains for this evening's contest. First, for the visiting Yellowjackets of Lebanon High School. Number 99, Drew Shadell. Number 33, Terrence Jones. Number 73, Tristan Wilson. And number 13, Peyton Mitchell. And now the captain for your Waynesville Tigers. Number 28, Evander Bradford. Number 18, Chase Thomas Plummer. Wearing number 60, Aiden McFarland. And number 19, Marion Fiume. Officials for tonight's game are referee Reginald Walker, umpire Keelan Scott, head linesman Keto Perry, line judge Aaron Imperato, and back judge Derek Imperato.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Waynesville Tiger Football here, Homecoming 2021, coming to you live from Tiger Stadium on the campus of Waynesville High School. I'm Mike Rawlings. Along with me tonight is Matt Johnson. Matt, Homecoming 2021, it's been one heck of a week, one heck of a day, big-time parade. We missed that last year. The excitement downtown, the excitement of community night out in front of the school, the excitement right here. It's a good thing the weekend's coming up because there's been a lot of excitement today.
That's absolutely right. And you know, I got to visiting with a couple of different people today and talking about how much we missed this last year, missed getting to have the parade, to do the pep assembly we were able to do here at the high school today.
730 days since we've had a parade.
And just we talk about it, just the fact we're here on a Friday night makes life seem a little bit more normal. Getting to have homecoming, all the activities this week, the pep assembly, dance tomorrow night, little bit more normal. And it just to kind of take it back in and enjoy it. Love to the parade. I was on the judging committee down there judging floats this afternoon.
We won. Winter Sports / Track won.
You were not.
We paid you cash. We won, right? Come on.
Well, in the paperwork, you were not entered as a judgeable float. I don't know.
You tell Coach Matt like that, okay? Because I'm not going to. This is not going to go over well.
Well, I can't control your
Matt, we got our wish.
Paperwork.
That sun's down just enough we can see the field now. Tigers roll into the game tonight, setting with a record of 1-2. The Lebanon Yellowjackets coming right up 44. That 30-mile trip coming in at 3-0 tonight, Matt. Lebanon has played 3 tremendous games this year. Tigers are going to have to be on top of their A game tonight.
Absolutely. Well, a big physical Lebanon team, kind of like what we've seen over the years. I expect a heavy dose of ground, pounding it right down the middle on offense for them. Going to have to see what the Tigers can do to slow that down and then keep the offensive.
Fair catch there on the kickoff. Short little pooch kick there by the Tigers. Gets down to about the 31-yard line.
Fair catch called for right there by number 38, Griffin Jones. And it's going to set the Lebanon Yellowjackets up in business right there, 31. They'll take over, take the ball first. The Tigers will be taking the ball first here in the second half. And, Coach, we're getting ready to see what we get. I looking at the last few games, looking at the stats coming in, I got to think we're going to be seeing a heavy dose out of that backfield.
Yeah, we've got a penalty already
down. Offsides on the
Tigers.
Tigers.
Tigers line up in the neutral zone. That's going to give Lebanon a free 5 yards here to get this game started. And, Matt, I think you're exactly right. I talked to some of the other coaches from Lebanon, not necessarily football coaches, and just talking about the game and kind of what they'd seen over the 3 weeks. And that is what they talked about. They're going to run the ball, and they're going to run the ball. And when they get done running the ball, they're going to run it again. I say this, they're going to throw a bomb out of this set, but that's if we've got another flag.
I believe they're going to get the Tigers in the neutral zone for a second time here. And they are.
And they are. Coach Klutz none too happy about that.
Well, nice hard motion right there by the Yellowjackets. I believe that was number 24, Jacob Foltz, going in motion. Tigers anticipating a little bit, got off that line, but, boy, I like to see that aggressive attitude.
So, 1st and 10 now from the 41-yard line. Straight up the middle for the Yellowjackets. It's going to be number 20 on that carry. That's going to be
it's going to be Cade Musha?
Musha? We'll go with that.
So he's going to plow forward and pick up 5, maybe 6 on the play. So it's going to bring second down and a long 4 here for the Yellowjackets as they come to the line, the same formation. Looks like Musha in the backfield set. Comes Foltz in motion. Handoff goes to Musha up the middle. He's going to plow forward and pick up about 4.5. Looks like he's going to have it for a first down for the Yellowjackets. And, Coach, kind of what we talked about right there. And if you've got the horses up front to block and you've got a running back can get you 5 yards a clip every time.
Well, that's what you do. I mean, the game of football when it began, that's what that's what it's built around was the run game, and we've seen it evolve. But sometimes you get back to those basics when you've got the horses and it works well for you.
Foltz in motion once more. This time pitch out to the outside. Foltz takes it. Still on his feet, looking for the corner. Not going to get there, but he is going to pick up 5, maybe 6 on the play.
Looks like they're going to give him a 7 on that and make it 2nd and 3. Now, that's a generous spot there.
Well, I'd seen Musha several times up the middle right there with that Foltz coming in motion almost every play. That time kind of fake that handoff up the middle. Finally give it to Foltz going around the outside. And this time a little misdirection coming back to the near side. Going to be stopped that time by the Tigers. Number 60, Aiden McFarland gets in there on the stop, but not before Lebanon picks up a first down on the play.
So 1st and 10. Yellowjackets move it to the 37-yard line.
Foltz fakes the motion, comes back set. Little option of the
pitch.
Blockers downfield. Going down and inside the 5-yard line for Lebanon is going to be number 26, Nathan Bartell.
Brought to the ground by number 24, Darian Washington of the Tigers. Darian saves that touchdown inside the 5. 33-yard carry there.
Nice little combination out of the backfield here for Lebanon. I know we have that on our side with Evander. Oh, this time it's going to be Musha. He's going to be real close, and he is in.
So at 9:41, Lebanon Yellowjackets put 6 on the board.
So Lebanon's going to draw first blood. They're going to get on the board up 6-0 with the extra point upcoming. Quentin Daughtry to attempt the extra point. It's up, and it's good. And just like that, the Lebanon Yellowjackets up on top 7-0.
Matt, just kind of what we talked about from the beginning. Lebanon just takes that ball and runs it right down the field. We don't see them go to the air one time in front of this. I'm going to tell you, this is one of the biggest crowds I've seen here in Waynesville for the past few years here on homecoming night. I mean, I understand last year we had some limitations and things, but wow, fans, we saw the alumni a while ago. They had the alumni stand up to be recognized, and, you know, we see the crowd of people here. But, Matt, the crowd of people out in front of the school tonight for community night, it was tremendous.
Well, and in hearing different people talk about the parade, and I know you saw this, there was a crowd from downtown all the way to the middle school, thick as could be.
Well, and from riding in the parade for multiple years, there's areas that you know we're going to set to this point, and there's not going to, and there wasn't today. You're right. It was solid all the way through. We had to kind of start working, slowing down a little bit on the candy so we can make it all the way through. We wanted to sugar up those kids at the end, just like the ones at the beginning.
All right, the kick's fielded.
That's
Isaac Millay still on his feet as he crosses midfield, finally going to get pulled down.
And there's a flag down on the play.
So
nice return there. Anyway, by Isaac and Matt. We'll say it again. We know how fast Isaac was last year as a freshman because he all-state in track.
All-state in track as a freshman last year. And, yes, definitely TTSN's former sports intern, a TTSN alumni, if you will, Kat Christek asking if we're taking states tonight. Want to take this chance to remind the folks at home, let us know where you're watching from. Check in with us tonight.
Stop. We gotta skip all that. I got to go back. Logan, how's it going, buddy? You told me you were going to be watching football tonight. Logan Rim checked in with me. Miss Logan the last couple days as I've been at the Missouri Basketball Coaches Association Clinic. Get to see Logan hangs out with me fourth hour every day down in PE.
Saw Logan in the parade today.
Pass out wide. That is.
Still on his feet. Oh, they're going to
say stepped out of bounds. That is.
Is that Teagle?
Yes, that is number 8, Darren Teagle.
Senior receiver right there gets a nice gain. And, Coach, I'm not sure if he hadn't stepped on the edge over there, I'm not sure Lebanon was going to be able to track him down. Tigers look to the sideline to get the call. David Vernon in the shotgun set. Eric Richardson in the backfield beside him. Tigers go 3 receivers. Handoff goes to Richardson. Forward, he's going to pick up about 3 on the carry. Tripped up as he crossed the line, but spills forward and picks up about 3. And so that's going to make it about 2nd and 7. Vander Bradford checking into the game for the Tigers. Coach, this is hard to believe, but we're going to add a pin here in a state that touches Missouri, but we do not have pinned. Cheryl Clark-Wise checking in just south of us in Arkansas tonight down in Bentonville, and we don't have an Arkansas pin on our map.
Richardson with that misdirection handoff there is going to pick up another 4. I agree, Matt. That is that's really surprised that we don't have a pin in Arkansas.
That means my folks aren't watching from the farm and checking in the way they're supposed to do.
Well, at least they're not checking in. I cannot believe your folks aren't watching you do what you do. I guess I'd be listening to you do what you do.
All right. David comes to the line. Tigers still 3 wide, 2 to the top of the screen, 1 to the bottom.
3rd and 3 for the Tigers.
3rd and 3. Evander Bradford in the set behind Vernon. Tigers send one man in motion. Turn, quick screen pass to the outside. Still on his feet, right near, and I think the last little push is going to get us the first down, Coach Rawlings.
Is that the Chase? Was that Teagle? Darren Teagle again, or was that Chase?
No.
Was that Chase or Darren? Or you're going to tell me it was somebody else?
I thought it was someone else. But now you've got me double guessing myself, Coach Rawlings. Either way, it's a first down for the Tigers. That keeps the chains moving. Ball sits just outside the 35-yard line. The Tigers open it up, go wide. 4 deep. Evander Bradford in the backfield behind Vernon. Vernon drops back, going to let one go down the middle of the field. Oh! In and out of the hands, I believe, Eric Richardson, the intended receiver on that one.
Coach, do we got Iowa up there?
We do have Iowa because of Michael Lewis. Checks in weekly.
Well, Michael Lewis checked in tonight. Jake Flanders checking in from Iowa City, but he's saying go Yellowjackets. I'm not sure.
Well, that seems to be a poor decision.
Yeah, he should be rooting for the Tigers. Now, he's going to tell me he shouldn't be, but.
All right, Tigers come back to the line. Receivers bunched out here to the outside. Another screen pass, looking for some space.
That was Chase Thomas Plummer on the reception.
Chase just couldn't get upfield right there. Credit the Yellowjackets. Nice job of contained defense coming right down that line, not getting antsy and jumping up the field where Chase opens that speed up. Chase is going to take advantage of a lot of people over pursuing. That time the Lebanon Yellowjackets right down that line.
They're going to get Chase down and move that back about a yard. It's going to be 3rd and 11, it looks like, for the Tigers.
Snap back. Handoff goes to Richardson. Chugging those feet as he plows through. And Richardson going to go forward and pick up about 4 yards, but going to be 4th and about 6, 4th and 7 here. We'll say that's 4 and 6 for the Tigers. And it looks like the Tiger offense is going to stay on the field. Vernon in the shotgun set. Richardson behind. Tigers go 4 wide.
Vernon's going to roll out.
Pressure. Throw it back to Richardson.
Richardson's going to be close. It looks like he's going to be a little bit short.
Just short. It looks
Love
like
that play design, Matt. Lebanon over pursues, going after David. He's able to turn around and get it back to Eric. Eric's going to get it about a yard short, maybe.
That's going to be about a yard and a half shy, and so the Lebanon Yellowjackets going to take it over 1st and 10 right there.
Internationally, John Foster watching us from Italy tonight, Matt. We get to go to the international map and put a pin in Italy tonight.
All right, I'm going to mark that down here as we get a break in a little bit. I'm going to get back there, but, well, I say the first pin on our international map. We've got 1 pin in the United States, but we're getting to go overseas tonight.
A little misdirection.
Open, and on his horse is going to be number 25, J.C. Well. No, I'm sorry, that's going to be number 26, Nathan Bartell. And Bartell's going to take that one, Coach Rawlings, 71.5 yards to the house.
A little misdirection in the backfield for the Yellowjackets there, and Bartell got out in that open field and showed some speed. Going to guess Coach Redmond noticed that.
I'm going to say you're probably right. Extra point. High and short, just gets it across, and just like that, Coach Rawlings, Lebanon jumps out 14-0.
With 5:47 left here in quarter number 1.
Coach, a name we called here on Friday night, some alumni, but played right here on Friday nights, Mr. Jonathan Stump, watching us from down the road in Lebanon. And he let us know he's tuned in from Lebanon. but go Tigers.
And, Matt, we have our first – it was warm all day today. I mean, if you were in that parade, watching that parade, it was hot all day. And we have our first Missouri State High School Activities water break brought to you by Misha. Matt, once again, we want to remind the folks at home, you want to stay hydrated, especially when it's this hot. And if you have any questions about hydration, about water, about the history of water, or anything that you would want to know about H2O, you're going to want to call Corey Ace down here at the athletic department, as he is the official district supervisor of water. He's in charge of all water in the Waynesville School District. Nobody loves water more than Corey Ace.
No, absolutely not. We talked about the lecture, the history of water he did last year. This year,
did he got to your class yet?
He has not got up there, but this year the lecture is bodies of water. And anything water-related, Corey Ace, and as we tell you every week, if you want to know anything about water, call down here to the high school. Ask for the athletic office.
But have time, because when Corey talks about water, he's passionate about water. So he's going to talk your arm and leg off, but it's some good stuff, Matt.
Absolutely. And, Coach, we've got another pin to go in here. Kevin Magoon checking in from South Bend, Indiana tonight. Indiana going on the map behind us.
There you go. As Lebanon's going to kick off to the Tigers, it's going to be a little short kick. I believe that's Malay again.
Going to be fielded by Malay again, crossing the field. Back into the middle, another nice return for Malay as he brings it out near the 45-yard line.
Nice job there by Isaac. Catches that ball on the run, got a little hole, and the Tigers with nice field position to start this drive.
So once more, Tigers are going to have nice field position. And ball sits just about the 43-yard line. Tigers come out, spread wide.
Richardson in at quarterback now.
Well, the little wildcat formation
yeah.
We've seen. Evander Bradford is an up back, and the Tigers go 4 wide receivers. Richardson looks to keep it himself, and Lebanon sniffs that one out quickly as the front line. I believe that is number 65 for Lebanon. I believe that Sam Haney gets across there quick, and Eric just not able to escape his grasp. So about a 5-yard loss on the play is going to bring up 2nd and 15.
Now Vernon's back in at quarterback now. Going to be a handoff.
Handoff up to the middle.
Is that Richardson?
Believe that is Richardson. He's going to go forward and get a couple.
Yeah.
But it's still going to be 3rd and long here. Coach, we're getting a check-in from Eldridge, Missouri.
Oh, 3rd and 12 for the Tigers here. Bradford checks into the backfield. Richardson moves out wide. Tigers going to go with 4 wide here, Matt.
Tigers have been spreading it out a little bit more tonight than we've seen the last couple of weeks. Vernon in the shotgun set. Drops back. He's looking downfield. He's going to let a long one go.
We're going to get a flag.
To have a pass interference there.
That pass intended for Eric Richardson.
Eric Richardson being double-teamed right there. And
well, Matt, that pass was just a little short, and when Eric slowed up, the Yellowjackets didn't, and they rolled him right over. That's going to move those chains for the Tigers.
Well, and it's going to be a penalty and an automatic first down here for the Tigers. But if you're Lebanon, probably not the worst penalty in the world because Eric catches that one.
Right.
It could have hurt a lot more right there against the Yellowjackets. So the Tigers will take the first down, move the ball on down the field. Going to push it just across the 45-yard line down to the 44 of the Lebanon Yellowjackets. So the Tigers offense 1st and 10 right here. David Vernon once more in the shotgun set. Just one wide out, split out up top. Evander Bradford in the backfield behind Vernon. Turn, handoff goes to Bradford. Bradford a big load as he moves forward and picks up 8, maybe 9 on the carry.
Nice job there. The Tiger offensive line gave Evander just enough hole right there. And we've talked about it the last 2 home games, Matt. When Evander gets a head of steam behind him, not going to be a lot of fun to bring him down.
No, and Eric Richardson checking in with us from Orlando, Florida tonight. Coach Rawlings, we're piling up states. We needed, I think, 28, and we've picked up 4 here in the first quarter tonight.
Handoff to Bradford around the left side this time. He's going to pick up about 8 and a first down for the Tigers.
So 8 yards on the play does give the Tigers first down. Ball sits inside the 30, all the way down to about the 27-yard line. Vernon in the shotgun set, 3 receivers wide. Quick pass to the outside, looking for Aussie, I believe. No, I'm sorry, that's Marion Fiame is who we were looking for on the outside right there.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Tigers.
Marion stays wide. He's the lone receiver down here to the bottom of the screen. And Coach, are we into the Wildcat set?
Well, yes, we are. Richardson at quarterback.
Vander Bradford goes in motion. Quick pass to the outside. I think we've got an illegal formation.
I think you're right. As quick as that happened.
Well, it looked like there was a little.
Yeah, and we do.
It looked like something didn't look right. And that's going to cost the Tigers 5, and we'll replay the down. So instead of 2nd and 10, it's going to be 2nd and 15. So we're going to keep the formation. Fiame down here to the bottom, and I believe that's Smith up wide out to the top. Bobbled snap. Eric Richardson gets his hands on it. Eric looking to make something out of nothing here.
Eric with a good job getting control of that ball, because that could have turned out real bad. Getting control, and Eric's going to pick up about, well, they're going to say Eric lost some yardage on that.
Yeah, I don't think he quite got it back to the original line of scrimmage, so that's going to bring up about a 3rd and 17 here for the Tigers.
Vernon back in at quarterback.
Tigers go 4 wide, 3 to the top of the screen, 1 to the bottom. Vernon looking down the left-hand side. He's got pressure coming from behind, still on his feet. Looks like he's going to take it and run.
Nice job by David Vernon. Nice blocking in the backfield as the Yellowjackets all but had David.
Well, he scampers out of there. Like you said, nice job. I
didn't catch who that block was.
But David, nice job earning it with his feet. Picks up about 13 of the 17 right there. So it's going to bring up 4th and about 4. Tiger offense stays on the field. But, boy, that Lebanon was closing quick from behind. David took off at the right moment.
Wildcat again with Richardson in at quarterback for the Tigers.
Tigers have way too many people moving.
We're going to get a timeout. There was some stuff going on in that backfield. Coach Haynes wanted to get a timeout there and talk about this.
So that'll stop it. Stop it at 1:47 to go here in the first quarter. As Coach Rawlings, when that ball stays on the ground a lot, boy, that clock seems to move pretty quick.
Well, we talked about that a little bit coming into this week. We've had a couple nights here. We've seen a lot of passes in these games here at home, and we've been in the last Ozark Conference game to finish up on those 2 home games, but we didn't think that was going to happen tonight.
No, that first quarter seems to be flying by. Tigers' big 4th down upcoming here, though. Got to convert this. Give yourself a chance to get on into the end zone right here. Cut that lead of Lebanon in half. Get your defense out there and go back to work. So it looks like the Tigers are going to come out Wildcat formation. Going to have 2 receivers out. I believe that's Thomas Plummer to the top of the screen and Marion Fiame down here to the bottom.
Richardson goes in motion. Now Bradford's going to take the snap.
Bradford's going to take it up the middle.
He's going to come up just short.
He's going to come up short, but
we got a flag.
Got a flag on the play. Came in from the back, Judge. Coach, a second flag. An illegal shift against the Tigers is the call, and then we've got a dead ball.
Unsportsmanlike
against the Tigers. And that's definitely not going to help us out here, Coach Rawlings.
Matt, I don't believe – yeah, I was going to say they're going to decline both of those. Lebanon will take over on downs.
Well, I didn't know. I figured they would decline the illegal shift. I didn't know.
Well, I don't. If you can take the ball, I don't think you're going to move.
Well, no, but since it was a dead ball foul.
Well, and that's true.
I figured that they would get the ball, and it looks like they are going to get the
right. They'll mark off the
unsportsmanlike because that came after the play. So I figured that would have to be tacked on here, and it's gonna put the Lebanon Yellowjackets out near the 35-yard line for taking over. Coach, one of our own, Christian Hopkins, checking in with us tonight. Checking in from Lexington, Kentucky. And Coach Rawlings, you know what state we don't have checked back here? Kentucky.
Tim Wallace going to have to go to the prize closet and get some more pins.
He is.
So 1st and 10 for the Jackets. 1:47 left here in quarter number 1.
Diana Smith checking in from Frederick, Maryland tonight. And I'm going to have to check. I think we have Maryland up there, but I'm going to have to double check.
Straight up the middle. For Musha. Bring up a 2nd and 5 for the Yellowjackets. Little option play. The ball was loose. Bounced around, ended up on the ground, but number 26, Nathan Bartell, falls on it. The Yellowjackets
takes a nice little bounce right back towards Bartell right there. And Tigers have been the recipient at times this season of that fortunate bounce, and I think Bartell real lucky to maintain that one.
Yeah. Well, that football doesn't always bounce straight back up. 3rd down and 3 for the Yellowjackets.
Coach, these stands are rocking. Loose ball inside, picked up and scooted forward. I think we're going to get we're going to have the first down right there, but I think that was another ball on the turf there for a split second.
It's a 6-yard carry, 1st down, Jackets.
All right, so 1st and 10, ball sitting at the 47-yard line for the Lebanon Yellowjackets. Handoff's going to go to fake the handoff in the middle. This time it's going to be to the outside to Birch as he's still on his feet as he crosses the 30. Eventually going to get knocked out of bounds, but going to have plenty enough for the first down right there. Chase Thomas Plummer, the Tiger, to get him out of bounds over there, but not before he picked up about 20 yards on the play.
And a first down for the Yellowjackets.
So puts it down just inside the 25-yard line.
And handoff's up the middle. Musa with the run up the middle. That brings us to the end of the first quarter, Matt, with the Yellowjackets up on the Tigers here, 14-0 for homecoming 2021. Matt, you know what that means it's time for?
I believe it's time for a TTSN
It's time
Sports
for a
Update.
TTSN Sports Update. This TTSN Sports Update brought to you by the TigerTV Facebook page. TigerTV Facebook for all the news that is news right here in Tigertown. Matt, do you know who likes the TigerTV Facebook page?
Well, there's millions and millions.
You're not going to get this, but you know who likes the TigerTV Facebook page?
Well, I feel like I'm defeated even trying. How about homecoming queen Lydia Childs?
Lydia Child loves the TigerTV Facebook page, but that's not where we're going on this break. We're going to head wrestling coach, girls wrestling coach, Victoria Dean. She rode the winter/track float today with us in the homecoming parade. And Coach Deans are coming in. We've been looking for a girls wrestling coach the last couple years, and she's going to be doing that. But we want to wish the best of luck out to Coach Dean, because tomorrow night up at Harrah's in Kansas City, she's going to be competing in a jiu-jitsu match live on pay-per-view from Kansas City tomorrow night. We want to wish her the best of luck. I know she's been training today. I told her, I said, Coach, it's I don't know if you've noticed, but it's hot, because she was in a sweatshirt and everything else, and she was making weight tonight for her match. And Coach Dean, we all want to wish you here good luck tomorrow night in Kansas City. Matt, you don't have anything to do, you might want to order that pay-per-view.
I'm not sure what I've got going on. I know that I wouldn't be competing. I'm thoroughly impressed and definitely wish her all the luck, as that one's going to go outside to Nathan Bartell as he's looking for room as he comes across the 15 down to about the 10.
And we've got a Lebanon Yellowjacket down on the field. And don't want to speculate, but the player out there looks like took a pretty good hit.
And both teams are going to go over to their sideline and take a knee right here, and trainer's out. It was definitely a warm one, Coach Rawlings, but couldn't be more excited to have the homecoming parade, just all the festivities, as we got to watch a whole group of worthy young ladies tonight, and hearing their comments, their advice to the underclassmen tonight, and just thinking about the past couple of years for these seniors. It's been an interesting couple of years that they've battled right through, from virtual and COVID and masks and everything else, and show up every day. How fortunate we were able to be in school almost every day last year, and just their time here at the high school, just couldn't be more excited about everything that's gone on this week.
Yeah, it's been a great homecoming week, which will finish off tomorrow night with the homecoming dance.
Are you bringing Mrs. Rawlings down, shine up your dancing shoes for tomorrow night, Coach Rawlings?
We actually have other plans for tomorrow night, Matt.
Well, what plans could be more important than being right down here for a dance, Coach Rawlings?
Well, actually, tomorrow night we do have more important plans than that. But was glad to see. I saw the list of people who had signed up to chaperone the dance, and see that you were going to come in tomorrow night and do that.
Well, that's pending. That's all pending, Coach Rawlings. So I'm tangled up in the cords of map cam here. Okay, I'm free.
That's map, not Matt Cam.
Oh, so this wasn't just so they could look at me from at home?
No. It would be up the middle. And there was a fumble on the play, and the Tigers
taken away.
Recover that fumble.
Josh Best, number 25, with the fumble recovery right there for the Tigers. And Coach, so that's a big momentum swing right there.
That's huge. The Tiger defense holds inside the red zone there and gets a turnover. So the Tiger offense will take over on the 9-yard line.
Well, Lebanon had to feel good about that driving. As you said, gets it down just inside the 10-yard line. Tigers come up with a huge turnover right there, get the offense back on the field, get a chance to turn this right back around. Pass going to be over the head of Teagle right there, who's going to be the intended target, I think. Got to think a little miscommunication there somewhere. It didn't look like we were on the same page.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Tigers. Vernon all alone in the backfield on this set.
Tigers go 5 receivers wide. We've got 3 bunched up down here to the bottom, 2 spread out to the top. Vernon, quick little pass to the outside.
It's going to be incomplete as the ball goes through Teagle's hands, bounced right back up to him. But that's going to bring up a 3rd and 10 for the Tigers.
All right, Tigers keep the 5-wide formation. I'm sorry, no, 4 wide. We've just got 1 split out there to the top. Vernon drops back, lets one go, looking down the middle, and they're going to say
be incomplete.
Woo! As number 21, Jared Singh for Lebanon, right there in a good position, but going to say that hit the ground before he was able to get his hands on it. So that's going to make it 4th and long for the Tigers, Coach. I think we're going to see a punt this deep in Tiger territory. And there comes Eric Richardson back.
Punt.
Eric, nice high end over end. Going to hit it the 40, 50, and take a Tiger roll.
So the Yellowjackets will take over on the 42-yard line.
52-yard punt right there for Eric Richardson. I'm sorry, that'd be 48-yard punt.
The what?
48-yard punt.
48-yard punt, yes.
Turn, gives the ball to Musha. I'm sorry, fakes it.
Yeah, he pitches it up top.
It's outside once more right there. Boy, the Lebanon Yellowjackets have done a nice job with that play as Nathan Bartels comes in motion almost every play. Most of them are going to Musha, but just when Lebanon kind of lulls you into that rhythm of here comes the ball up the middle, the turn and give to Bartel. And Bartel, nice little burst of speed on that outside edge.
Gets it down to the 33. It's going to be a 25-yard run if we go under the 11-minute mark here in quarter number 2.
Drops back. First time we've gone to the air and finds Bartel as he's going to have it down inside the 20 all the way down to about the 16, maybe 17-yard line here. First time we've seen Lebanon pull it up and go for the pass tonight. Peyton Mitchell finds Bartel right there. Bartel, dangerous player.
Very dangerous player.
Peyton Mitchell comes under the center. Handoff's going to go up the middle this time, spilling forward, down inside the 10. Going to be real close to that first down mark.
Musha again on that run.
Nico Fowl gets in there on the stop, and they're going to say he's just shy, about a yard shy, so it's going to be 2nd and 1 here for the Lebanon Yellowjackets. Ball sits right about the 8-yard line. Tigers going to need to come up with another big stop right here.
back up the middle again.
Musha's going to have it. He's going to be down to about the 4, so that's going to pick up the first down. It's going to be 1st and goal. Ball sitting right about the 4-yard line.
Tigers defense needs to come up with another big stop.
Well, last time you got down inside the 10, Tigers took that ball away. Huge turnover right there for the Tigers. Definitely do not want Lebanon to get in the end zone again here.
Musha again up the middle, and he is stopped.
He's not
immediately.
Not going anywhere. And, Coach, I think he may have lost a yard or two on that one. Ossie on the stop there for the Waynesville Tigers as he is. They're going to push that ball out all the way back to about the 6. So a loss of 2 on the play right there. Nice stand right there for the Tiger defense. And Coach Stone checking in with us. Coach Stone down here today with the Swimmers, part of the homecoming pep assembly. Bartell in motion. Pitch goes outside to Bartell. He's on his feet, and
he's in the end zone. He's going to be close, and they're going to say he got across the goal line. So the Lebanon Yellowjackets at the 8:48 mark punch the ball into the end zone again, and they're up 20-0 here on the Tigers.
So Cole Dustin going to be on the field to attempt the point after once more.
Kick is up, and it
is no good.
So that'll keep the score at 20-0 with the Lebanon Yellowjackets up on the Waynesville Tigers. 8:48 left here in the first half. Matt, while we've got a second, scores from around the Ozark Conference tonight. West Plains and Camden all knotted up at 7 in the first quarter. We rolled out through here. Bolivar with a 7-6 lead over Glendale in the early goings of that game. Kickapoo up 7-0 over Parkview. No report yet from the Hillcrest Rolla game.
Well, while we're getting sports updates, we've got an update from our good buddy Bill Noakes checking in. The St. Louis Cardinals up early 3-0.
Goldsmith drove in that first run. I believe Tyler O'Neill was involved in the other two. So,
well, the Cardinals picking the right time of year to start getting warm.
That's going to be a long kick. It goes through the hands. Is that Malay again?
I believe that's Malay again. Slips, but recovers it, gets it back out across the 20, about the 23-yard line. So the Tiger offense going to take over there, 1st and 10. They're going to put him at the 22.
Oh, that's where the Tigers will take over.
8:43 left to play here in the first half.
You see Coach Haynes there on your screen sending the offense out on the field.
And looks like the Tigers, well, going to take a timeout. Well, no. I think it made it. Well,
I think they had to reset the game, the play clock there. I think that was. So there is no timeout. There wasn't a timeout there.
No timeout taken, so the Tigers will have 2 timeouts remaining still. Quick pass to the outside right there. So the intended target's going to be number 13. Is that Zachary Remedies?
Yes.
Ball just a little bit low right there on the pass. And so it's going to bring up 2nd and 10. The Tigers bring the Wildcat formation back out there. Eric Richardson moves out in motion. Now comes back across. Vander Bradford takes the snap. Looking for Eric on a pass right there. Ball came out just a little bit low out of Evander's hand right there. So that's going to be incomplete. And it'll be 3rd and 10 here for the Waynesville Tigers.
Bishop Godwin in at quarterback now for the Tigers.
The Tigers have 3 wide receivers, 2 up top, 1 down here at the bottom. Godwin going to let this one go. Got a receiver down here looking for Teagle. Teagle, I think, has a little say right there. Looks frustrated. He took a pretty good shot as that ball was in the air. Now, I'm not sure Teagle's going to get to that ball, but takes a pretty good shot to the chest right there before that ball comes down, and no call. And so that's going to bring up 4th and 10 here for the Tigers.
And the Tigers look like we've seen them do this, and Vernon lines up. Now Richardson's going to go back into punt formation.
Yellowjackets have 1 deep, and it's a high, short punt. This one going to get out of bounds just about the 40-yard line. So your Lebanon Yellowjackets are going to take over right there, 1st and 10.
Well, Matt, they're marking it back, and it's going to be at about the.
After the 11-yard punt, it's Yellowjacket ball 1st and 10 from the Tiger 33.
Not, but so that's going to make it 1st and 5 at the 28 for the Lebanon Yellowjackets.
Handoff goes up the middle to Musha. On his feet as he crosses the 20 down to about the 19-yard line. So that'll be a 1st down for the Yellowjackets. Clock will stop as the chains reset. Nine yards on the run that time by Musha.
Musa with another run. He's going to pick up about 4, make it 2nd and 6 for the Yellowjackets.
Coach Rawling with another shout out. Checking in, a state we put on the map last week right here, Hawaii, checking in with us again tonight.
Pitch to the right side.
On his feet as he crosses and into the end zone.
Get in for. We got a flag down behind it. Looks like maybe that one's going to come back, Matt. And it's going to be holding against the Yellowjackets, so it will come back. Be a 10-yard penalty from the hold.
Let's make that penalty count. Those are the ones that sting. When you have a hold, have a penalty like that takes 6 points off the board, Tigers got to stiffen up right here and make that penalty hurt. So that's going to move the ball back out, all the way back out to the 22-yard line. So it's going to be 2nd and 12.
It's going to be 2nd and 13.
2nd and 13.
For the Yellowjackets. Just at the 7-minute mark here in quarter number 2.
Mitchell goes up under center. He drops back, looking down the field to pass, and he is going to be wrapped up. Couple different Tigers in on that one. I believe Elias Rudiaga was part of that one, and Dylan Smith as well. I think Elias was the first one there. But a couple of Tigers right there as Tiger defense had those receivers sewed up down the field. Mitchell looking for someone, and I don't think Elias was the one he wanted to find.
So 3rd down, and it's going to be about a full 20 yards here for Lebanon.
Mitchell fakes the pass, gives to Bartell. Bartell looking for space, and
he's brought down an open field, and yeah, we have a flag. I was afraid of that. It's going to be a personal foul face mask against the Tigers.
Ossie was the man who got there real quick and may have just inadvertently got that hand inside the collar or into the face mask there.
So that's going to take the ball down to the 14-yard line. So that's going to make it 3rd and 4.
I believe you're right. See when we get all this sorted
out. 3rd and 4,
up.
3rd and 5 for Lebanon here.
Yeah, I think it's going to be 3rd and 5. So we're just over 6 minutes to play here in the first half. Mitchell comes to the line up under the shotgun set. I believe that's Musa in the backfield. Little misdirection play. Bartell coming back across, still on his feet as he goes down.
He's going to get the 1st down.
Going to pick up about 6 on the play, so that'll give Lebanon first and
goal from the 9.
It'll be 1st and goal, Jackets from the Tiger 9-yard line.
We've got a flag. I believe the Tigers jumped off sides again.
Tigers just a little aggressive on that front line, and Lebanon every time since that slot back in motion, whether it's Bartell or the last several times it's been Jarrett Singh, they send him in motion. I think Tigers just a little excited to get off that line right there.
So the Yellowjackets have the ball just inside the 5-yard line, 1st and goal.
Singh goes in motion once more. This time the handoff up the middle to Musa.
And he's in for the touchdown. So at the 5:18 mark, the Lebanon Yellowjackets go up 26-0 here. The extra point coming up.
Max Gross on to hold, and Coach, I believe we've got a switch up here on the kick. Looks like Gavin Smith is going to be kicking. No, I'm sorry, it's not Gavin Smith. That's going to be number 42, Quentin Doherty.
And that kick is up and good. So at the 5:18 mark here in quarter number 2, the Lebanon Yellowjackets are up 27-0 over the Waynesville Tigers.
see the players hydrating right there. Coach getting check-ins. We got busy with the game earlier. I didn't mean to not acknowledge a former TTSN Sports Fan of the Year, but Miss Angie Pills checking in earlier. Now we see Mr. Chris Morgan checking in. Coach, I don't want to point this out to call anybody out, but there's a few key check-ins that haven't been made tonight. Right now, Chris Morgan and Angie Pills right now have a mark up on the crowd.
Well, one of our former TTSN Sports Fans of the Year is here live tonight. Mr. Nelson Morgan is in the crowd tonight. As that kick's going to go long, I believe it's going to be Isaac Millay on the return.
Isaac on his feet as he crosses the 30, wrapped up, and is going to spill forward, looks like, to about the 35-yard line. So the Tigers going to have nice field position here. I believe the board shows one timeout remaining. I believe we have two.
Yes, I believe it's two for the Tigers, 3 for the Yellowjackets left here in the first half.
Coach, we've got a diverse, huge crowd. You mentioned that. As I look out here, look at the student section. Just crammed full down there.
Lots of alumni, as we talked about. So Tigers will take over on offense. Bishop Godwin in at quarterback.
Handoff goes to Richardson, still on his feet, cutting and moving, and Richardson's going to spill forward and pick up 11 on the play, so moves the chains. The clock will stop on the first down. So they reset the chains, stops the clock momentarily at 5:02. Tigers get that out across the 45-yard line to the 46. Tigers send a man in motion. Pass comes to Marion Fiame. Pass is caught, but immediately dropped. What nice open field stop right there by Gavin Smith for Lebanon. As Marion catches that pass, looks upfield. Smith wraps him up around the ankles, and Marion, a lot of real estate in front of him down here. Gavin Smith doesn't make that open field stop. I think Fiame takes that one a good chunk of yardage down the field.
Godwin at quarterback, Bradford in the backfield for the Tigers. Little pitch to Richardson.
Richardson, nice little burst.
He's going to pick up about 8 on that.
About 8 on the carry. Coach Scott Hildebrandt checking in with us.
Scott just getting off work and getting off preparing for his next wrestling podcast. Scott's going to be live tomorrow night with Coach Dean up in Kansas City. Godwin with the pass just through the hands. We're going to have a flag in the backfield. Just off the hands of the intended receiver.
Afraid that flag is going to be holding against the Tigers right there, Coach.
Has discussions with the Lebanon players, and they are going to move it back.
And it is. It's going to be holding against the Tigers, so going to back the ball up here.
Make it 3rd and 12, 3:25 left here in the first half of Homecoming 2021. Bishop looking over at Coach Haynes for the play.
Tigers have 3 receivers wide. Isaac Millay down here at the bottom of the screen, the nearest one. We've seen his speed at times.
On the carry for the Waynesville Tigers, number 30, Eric Richardson. Tackle made by number 8, Connor Williams of the Jackets. Carry, 4-yard carry makes it 4th down for the Tigers offense. Quarterback Bishop Godwin's pass is incomplete. Intended receiver number 8, Darren Teagle. Defending on the play for the Jackets, Jarrett Singh, turnover on downs.
Coach, you want to talk alumni, a guy that was real important here at Waynesville High School, Mr. Darnez Stokes, checking in with us tonight.
We're going to get a handoff up the middle. That's going to be Musha again. He's going to get, looks like about 11 and a first down for the Yellowjackets.
11 yards on the carry, first down,
Lebanon quickly back on the line of scrimmage.
We're gonna get a timeout here from Waynesville as the Waynesville sent a sub in and no one came out. So Coach Haynes avoids a 5-yard penalty there.
I think we just had 11.
We just had 11.
I think we just had 11,
someone
but
coming onto the field late, but Coach Haynes.
Yeah, join in late, and you definitely don't want to give up. We've seen the last couple of trips, Lebanon start to look down the field a little bit with Mitchell.
As you're looking right inside the huddle there, one of our TTSN interns down on the field there, giving you a live shot there. And we also want to send a big shout out to current reigning TTSN Fan of the Year, Victoria Hooker. She's watching us tonight on the TTSN Sports Network.
She's not going to give up a nightly watch point. Doesn't miss a broadcast. And Coach, they've got these stands dancing and stomping, and when they're as full as they are and everybody's stomping, it starts to move the TTSN Sports Suite a little bit up here.
Yes, it does.
And Coach, just on cue, Trevon Dorsey checks in with us tonight.
2:26 left here in the first half. 1st and 10 for the Yellowjackets.
Handoff's going to go to Musha up the middle that time, and he's going to get forward and pick up about 6, maybe 7 on the carry.
Tackle made by number 7 of the Tigers, Evan Stubblefield. 7-yard carry, 2nd down.
Lebanon again quickly back on that ball, 2nd and 2. Handoff to Musha once more up the middle. He's going to have the first down. Going to be down inside the 25. Looks like to about the 23-yard line. The clock will stop momentarily at 1:54 as they reset the chains, but under 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Lebanon still holding on to all 3 timeouts, and Coach, the Yellowjackets look like they definitely are going to try and punch one more in here before we get to halftime. Bartell comes in motion. Pitch comes to him. On his feet, down inside the 5, and touchdown, Bartell.
He's going to take it in. We've got a fight out on the field, Matt, across from us. We had, I could not tell who it was, but we're going to have a couple players. I'm going to say that was their last play. Could not see who that was. It was all the way across the field, but we're going to get a couple unsportsmanlike penalties here, I've got a feeling. A personal foul, unsportsmanlike.
And ejected.
And ejected.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Tigers, and that individual player has been removed from class.
And so 138, Lebanon Yellowjackets go up 33-0. And And it looks like they're
Lebanon's going to line up to go for 2. Did miss an extra point earlier.
So 1:38 left. Yep, the Yellowjackets are lined up here. As the pitch comes out, then we're going to have a flag. That's going to be an illegal block here, I believe, on the Yellowjackets.
Jarrett Singh was
blocking the back. Yes, that's what we're going to get.
Jarrett Singh was the man who came in motion, took the pitch right there, and did take it into the end zone. But as you said, there's a penalty on the play.
Which will move the ball back to the 13-yard line. So we'll see what the Yellowjackets do from here. They're changing some personnel, Matt. We'll see what they come out of the huddle. They're going to kick the extra point, or if they're going to go for 2 from the 13.
And it appears they are. Mitchell's going to go up under center. Musha in the backfield. Looks like Bartell. That's going to be Singh in motion there. Pass comes back, finds Musha on the left side, and he's going to go into the end zone, so the 2-point conversion will be good.
So the 1:38 mark. Here in the second quarter, the Lebanon Yellowjackets go up 35-0 over the Waynesville Tigers. Matt checking in with us tonight. We talked about Chris Morgan just a second ago, but Chris, this is the first year he hadn't been a member of the Chain Gang in a lot of years. Another former Chain Gang member checking in with us, Bob Jones.
Bob Jones, a guy that Bob Chain Gang for a long time over there.
Mike, Bob, and Chris started chain ganging back when they used string instead of chain.
Boy, it'd be bad if that string broke.
Yeah.
It's
hard when you have to tie it back up. It gets shorter and shorter.
Well, I know at one point Scott Turner was trying to sell them on fiberglass.
Right.
Of course, that was back in his fiberglass days.
So we're going to get the unsportsmanlike penalty. They did not call that off on both teams, so that moves the ball all the way to the 45-yard
line. It's where they will kick from. The Tigers going to send 3 back deep. Looks like Isaac Millay up at the top of the screen, Eric Richardson deep center, and I believe this is Chase Thomas Plummer on the near side, Coach.
Matt, a little surprised about that. It seemed like both kids were active in that over on the other side, but we didn't have a very good view of it.
Well, and I did not see it, but you know as well as I do, coaching basketball a long time, a lot of times you catch the person that reacts. The referee may not see the first one. They see the retaliation.
Kickoff into the end zone, so the Tigers will take over on the 20-yard line. David Vernon comes out at quarterback for the Tigers.
All right, 2 backs in the set. Bradford and Richardson out there beside Vernon. Tigers have 3 receivers wide. Vernon drops back. He's going to pass, looking for room down the left-hand side.
A lot of pressure. He just lets it go.
All you can do on that one, good job, just throw that one away right there before you take the sack, as Lebanon was closing quick on Vernon. Incomplete pass is going to stop the clock at 1:32.
1:32 left here in the first half.
Coach Haynes calling in the play there to David Vernon. Vander Bradford, the lone back in the backfield as the Tigers go 4 wide. Chase Thomas Plummer comes in motion. Vernon drops back, looking down the right-hand side. He's got 2 receivers over there.
And that ball's up, but it's going to be knocked away by
Isaac Malay's the intended receiver.
Was that Gunther Williams?
I believe that may have been Williams in coverage.
So 3rd and 10 for the Tigers. Four receivers down here low. That's going to be Richardson, and he's going to be brought down at about the 20-yard line. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. So 4th and 10 for the Tigers.
And Richardson looks like he's going to step back there to punt for the Tigers. Lebanon sends one back, and that's going to be Bartell, who we've seen be very dangerous tonight as Bartell steps back. Stands about the 43-yard line of Lebanon. Eric, a high end over end. Bartell's going to let that one go, and it's going to skip out of bounds right about the 44-yard line. And so the Lebanon Yellowjackets will get the ball back with 1:13 and all 3 timeouts here.
That's the key right now, is they all 3 timeouts. They're going to mark it at the 42.
Well, they're going to mark it all the way back to the 42. Yep. We'll take the spot. All right, Lebanon comes to the line. Mitchell up under set. Musha in the backfield. Bartell comes in motion. Handoff goes to Musha.
Up the middle. He's still on his feet.
He's
going to get down to about the 43-yard line of the Tigers. He's going to pick up a first down.
Picks up the first down, and that clock stops, and Lebanon right back on that ball, ready to go. Bartell in motion once more. Musha
again up the middle.
Up the middle, on his feet, down inside the 30, down to about the 28-yard line this time, and that's going to be another quick first down for Lebanon.
I believe they're going to mark it at the 29. And once again, Lebanon right back up on top of the ball. Musha again up the middle. Gets down to about the 23-yard line, and we're going to get a timeout by the Yellowjackets. 40 seconds left here in the first half.
So that'll stop the clock at 40 seconds here. Lebanon definitely looks like they're going to try and push it in once more. As Coach, I look back over here across the way. I see Jim Stockman and the Tiger Marching Band over there going to be preparing for halftime here in a little bit. Got to see part of their performance today during the pep assembly. Got to see the Wizard of Oz theme that goes with all of this. Just outstanding job Jim's done for, what, 27, 28 years here? Long time here at the high school.
I believe this is Jim's 28th year, because this is my 27th, and I believe Jim
was one more. I was, for some reason,
me.
I was thinking about it. I thought 28 seemed right.
So 2nd and 4, 40 seconds left here in the first half. Ball in the 23. Lebanon going to try to punch another one in here before the end of the first half.
Looks like we've got a referee stoppage here. All right, here we go. 40 seconds on the clock. Bartell in motion. Turn, pitch goes to the outside to Bartell. And he's going to be wrapped up out there. I did not see who the Tiger was that got to him.
And we're going to get another We're getting a no.
Oh, right back on it they go. I believe that may have been Darren Teagle over there on the outside.
No, we have a timeout. I thought there's no reason for the clock to stop right there if they didn't call timeout, and it did. The clock stopped at 34 seconds. So that's going to be the Yellowjackets' second timeout, leaving them with one.
I believe it was Teagle over there that had the stop. Stops him in bounds and forces Lebanon to burn another timeout. As you said, it stops the clock at 34 seconds. Ball sitting, what, Coach, right about the 22?
Just at the 22s. 3rd and 3 for the Yellowjackets.
Oh, Coach, another Tiger alumni checking in tonight at homecoming. Mr. Cameron Cavalier checking in with us on the TTSN Sports Network.
It's going to Musha up the middle. He's going to get the first down and get it to about the 15.
I think it's going to be just inside the 15. Lebanon moves forward quickly to get on that ball.
Musha
Handoff,
again. He
Musha.
jumps it. No, it wasn't.
Oh,
he fakes us out too. That pitch is going out to Bartell. And he's going to get it down. He gets out of bounds to stop the clock, and the ball
right
is
at
going
the
to
5.
It's going to be at the 6-yard line. So it's going to be 2nd and 1 for the Jackets at the 6-yard line. 18 seconds left here in the first half. 1 timeout for the Yellowjackets.
Bartell in motion.
That time Musha is going to get stopped up the middle.
And it's going to force Lebanon to burn their last time out here.
Well, they haven't yet, Matt.
And right back on the ball they go. Wow.
And we're now going to get that timeout. There's 3 seconds. They're going to come out and kick a field goal, Matt, I believe.
Yeah, it looks like Gross, the holder, came running off the sideline.
And that's what they're going to do. They're going to attempt a 23 yard field goal here with 3 seconds left in the half.
I believe that's going to be Quentin Doherty in there to kick. I'm going to have to see here. No, it's not. It looks like that's going to be Gavin Smith. Well,
it's hard to tell from our angle because we can't get a good look at the number. A 23-yard field goal attempt here.
23-yarder, and it is going to be Doherty to kick the field goal. Going to be kicking from the left hash right here. Looking at the flag over there, doesn't appear to be any wind.
Kick is up, and it is good. So that's going to bring us to the end of first half action here, homecoming 2021, with the Lebanon Yellowjackets up on the Waynesville Tigers, 38-0. And folks, again, we want you to stay tuned here as the Tiger Marching Band, under the direction of Jim Stockman, will perform for you, and we'll be back in 20 minutes for second half action here on the TTSN Sports Network.
WHS Administration, Faculty, and Student Government Association is pleased that you are participating in our homecoming activities this evening. Down on the the track, we're happy to present our reigning homecoming queen, Miss Lydia Childs, who was crowned before the game. The senior attendants are Miss Janice Brown, Emily Crabtree, and Mary Henry. The underclassmen attendants were freshmen Linnea Thomas, sophomore Talia Johnson, and junior Miss Amna Amjad. Congratulations one more time. Let's give a round of applause to our homecoming court. Please sit back and enjoy the 2021 Tiger Pride Marching Band halftime performance. The Waynesville Pride Band invites you to join Dorothy, the Scarecrow, Tin Man, Cowardly Lion, and Toto as they journey along the Yellowjackets Road to the Emerald City to see the wizard. On their journey, they will encounter several setbacks to include the Wicked Witch and her crew. You will hear several familiar classic tunes, as well as Skylar Gray's song Coming Home, and the well-known Somewhere Over the Rainbow from The Wizard of Oz. Tonight you will also hear excerpts from the 2021 show, The Long Road Home. Drum majors, is your band ready? Under the direction of Jim Sussman, Johnson High School, Nathan Vargas and Andrew Tiefenbrunn. Additional assistance is provided by Laura Smith. Let's hear it again for the Waynesville Tiger Pride Marching Band. Gentleman Kennedy Beecham. We have the varsity, junior varsity, and freshman squad all tonight performing. Let's give a round of applause to our cheer team. The WHS Student Government Association holds an annual float competition as part of the fall homecoming activities. The competition is between all Waynesville schools and clubs and organizations. The float theme was faster, higher, stronger. Tigers, go for the goal. The design's theme is based on the Olympic Games. The floats were judged earlier today by our professional panel. After the points have been totaled, the 2021 third place winner, which is a tie, goes to Wood and Freedom Elementary. Second place goes to Williams Early Childhood Center. And your 2021 first place homecoming float winner is Bay Elementary. We would like to give a special special thank you to all the class sponsors and club sponsors, and of course community members who have helped make this evening a success. Again, a big thank you to our Booster Club businesses and individual sponsors, as well as Mike Freeman and his team at Seller Sexton, Ford Lincoln, Mazda, and Honda Power Sports, for donating $25 for every touchdown toward the season. If you're interested in helping or donating to the Booster Club, please contact the athletic office or find them on Facebook. As we know, the Chain Gang is very near and dear to our heart, so I'd like to take this time to thank them. Mike, the Boss Dunbar, Craig, the Crazy Train Chavez, Andrew, the Son Chavez, and Chase, the newly engaged Dindecker. We'd like to recognize our TigerTV crew as well. A big thank you to Mr. Tim Wallace and the following students putting on this performance: Ron TTSN, Sam Efford, Jeremiah Dean, Devin Longacre, Destiny Michael, and Christopher Moore. Someone's having a bad night. It's probably because you're missing your cell phone. If you can identify the cell phone that you're missing, we have it up here in the press box.
Well, Matt, we're back for second half action here from Tiger Stadium on the campus of Waynesville High School for second half action of homecoming 2021. The Lebanon Yellowjackets up on the Waynesville Tigers 38-0. Matt, a lot of halftime festivities going on here. We want to recognize some winners and some things here for homecoming. First off, our businesses around town, with the decorations.
Window and door decorations. And if anyone hasn't gotten out there, I'm sure they're going to still be up through the weekend. Some of the door and windows this year were just absolute. Coach, we are joined in the booth by a celebrity.
Coach Redmond from Lebanon. But, Coach, we'll get to Coach Redmond in just a second. Let's get through this before we get back to action here. Third place in the window and door decorations goes to the Marys County Bank. Second place goes over to the Bank of Iberia. David Trenton with an appearance here tonight at Tiger Stadium. And first place downtown goes to Hoppers.
And absolutely. I had to walk past Hoppers to get to the judges' table for what we're going to announce here next. Is I was part of the judging committee today on the floats. And
Matt, I believe you should read this since
okay.
You are official. You're wearing the robe today.
And I wasn't going to let anything slip. The girls were asking me on the way home, like, which one I thought was going to win. I told them, well, baby doll, I know who won, but I can't tell you. This information can't be divulged ahead of time. We had a tie for third place. Couldn't decide. Me and the other judges got together. We looked at score sheets. It was tied across the board. So we had a tie between Wood Elementary and Freedom Elementary for third place. Bringing in the silver to keep with our Olympic theme was Williams Early Childhood Center. And our championship float grand prize first place, Thayer Elementary in the float contest today.
And as I told you at halftime, Matt, I rode on a float today, so I didn't get a chance to see all those floats. And
well, some of them just so much fun with the Olympic theme. You had everything from one of the schools had the Cool Runnings Olympic bobsled theme. A lot of neat stuff that they had done with interlocking rings, of course, for the Olympics, and various forms of Yellowjackets that were beaten down underneath Tigers on these floats, but just a lot of fun, a great experience to get back to a little bit of normalcy, something we didn't get to do last year.
730 days since the last parade. That's 2 years. We're just going with that. So.
Okay.
But you looked very confused. So.
Well, I have been.
There's in person, Nelson Morgan joins us.
Former TTSN Sports Fan of the Year and voice of the Tigers, Nelson Morgan. So that does count as a check-in. If you step into the booth, that's a check-in.
When you drive all the way here, it's a check-in.
Well, that's a man that bleeds black and orange right there.
He does. Well, okay, Betty, he is here. He's not out doing something he shouldn't do. So we have – now you can go because now you can do whatever you want to in town.
We've asked for you. You're good.
You can do whatever you want to, Nelson. And as you said, Matt, joining us here in the TTSN Sports booth is head track coach from the Lebanon Yellowjackets, Shane Redmond. And I ate at Hoppers. And he ate at our winning business here, Hoppers, tonight. I know Shane got a hold of me this afternoon with all the festivities. I was unable to join him like I did 2 years ago when they come up. And
Coach Redmond, a guy we see a lot in the spring with track, but obviously we're here battling tonight, battling the Yellowjackets, but we've said time and again how many teams we're close with Coach Redmond, Coach down West Plains, Coach Dixon down the road in West Plains. Coach Dixon won't
be able to join us when they come here in a few weeks because he's going to be busy.
He's going to be busy across that field right there, but just the camaraderie, the family we really have within the Ozark Conference is something special that I don't think every sport and every conference has.
And that's exactly right here. You see the Tigers and Yellowjackets coming out to kick off. Matt, Tigers are going to get the ball here to start the second half. Not exactly the first half that the Tigers wanted coming into homecoming, but we've got a whole half of football here. If we score 38 and they don't score the second half, we'll go to overtime. So it can be done.
Well, and you've got to shake it off. You can get your head down. It's very easy to get discouraged once you're down a bit, but you've got to come out and play the second half. You can't give up here. The Tigers are going to be getting the ball to start the second half. I believe that's going to be Eric Richardson deep. We're going to switch as they've kicked a lot. This time they're going to switch and go right down the middle, and that ball's going to go to the end zone. Late switch right there. Isaac Millay and Eric Richardson looking to switch positions as the Lebanon's kicked it right to Isaac Millay several times. I think the Tigers want to try and get that ball in the hands of Richardson, a young man that Coach Redmond knows well from seeing in the spring, knows just how fast that young man is. So the Tigers going to have it 1st and 20 here. Start the second half action. So you see the offense taking the field right here.
Matt, another tremendous job by Jim Stockman and the Waynesville band at halftime. We stepped out of the TTSN Sports Suite to enjoy the band.
Well, and you have the whole Wizard of Oz themes, the costumes, everything as Vander Bradford takes that handoff. Spills forward, looks like he's going to pick up 2, maybe 3 before he's swarmed by the Yellowjackets. So 3 yards on the play is going to bring up 2nd and 7. David Vernon in there in the shotgun set. Waynesville goes 3 receivers, 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Handoff's going to go to Bradford.
And Lebanon's going to stop Evander right there at the line. I believe he gets back to the line of scrimmage. And make it 3rd and 7 for the Tigers.
As we mentioned, we're here for homecoming. Coach Redmond, you guys had homecoming yet?
We had last week.
Last week.
Had Bolivar last week.
We were following that score on our sports ticker.
There you go. Worked out well for the Yellowjackets.
Lebanon's got a good-looking team this year, coming in 3-0 with a healthy lead right now.
Richardson with all kinds of open field here. He lined up in the Wildcat.
It's going to be hard to run him down eventually. Cuts back into the field.
Eric's going to take it to the house.
Woo!
That's
What a
gonna be
run.
a-
A 77-yard run right there for Eric Richardson. We talked about the speed. And just like that, Tigers quickly down and on the board.
Eric takes that out of Wildcat formation. And as we've said many times, when Eric gets out in front of the defense, not going to be
Not
too
many in
people
the
gonna
Ozark
catch
Conference going to be able to catch him.
I said to my wife, better find a way to stop that kid.
All right, it looks like Evander Bradford's going to come in and Wildcat formation as the Tigers look like they're going to go for two. Bradford takes it. He's going to keep it himself, and he's into the end zone. And just like that, the Waynesville Tigers on the board, 38-8 here.
10:33 left in the third quarter. That was the way to start a third quarter, Matt.
And, Coach, now we're getting shout-outs right here on the TTSN network, but these shout-outs are for Coach Redmond behind us. Cole Breeden checking in, wanting to give a shout.
Wants to say hi to Coach Redmond.
What's up, Cole Breeden?
See, you get a celebrity in the booth, and they want to talk to the people that we're just the guys here.
Cole Breeden. I'll take a shout out from you any day.
So that's exactly what the Tigers had to have, Coach, coming out of halftime. Like I said, you're in a hole. Nothing you can do about that, but you got to get your chin up. You got to come out to play the second half. And the Tigers, in about a minute and a half, able to go all the way down the field, capped off by a 77-yard run by Eric Richardson in for the touchdown.
And now we need to see the Tiger defense get a stop or a turnover here and
Right.
keep that momentum going.
So Lebanon onto the field.
Lebanon up real tight. Kind of like they think we may onside
Yeah,
kick.
definitely looks like they are suspecting the onside kick. Mason Wright on to kick off for the Tigers. And now they move their deep man back, and it
gonna be
is an onside kick.
That ball is live, but I believe the Yellowjackets fall on it.
I think so. I think Gavin Smith, number 2, dives on that one and covers it up. But, boy, the Tigers look like they had a real shot at that one. And Lebanon Yellowjackets going to have nice field possession as they sit up right at the 50-yard line.
Cole Breeden is a young gentleman right after our rules interpreter Gary Schultz's heart, as he's a member of the fishing team for Drury University.
Now, I believe that, and I could be wrong, but I
Matt,
believe
we're gonna
they
have
are
a-
nationally ranked in the fishing, aren't they?
And Tigers are going to kick off again.
Going to
here.
re-kick here. So Mason Wright's going to re-tee it here for the Tigers. Lebanon not convinced the Tigers aren't going to do the same thing again. Is still a lot of pressure up here. Only one man back deep for the Yellowjackets.
And they do it again, and this time
Gavin Smith once more, right on the ball.
so the Yellowjackets will take over on the 44-yard line of the Tigers.
Getting a check-in from my wife, Melinda Johnson. Landon at home, listening to the game, watching us tonight from home. I think
Landon had a big day today.
He did. But when I came, I got a shower. I had to get showered off and changed before we came back down here tonight. And Landon was asleep on the couch when I walked back into the living room. He had a full day of homecoming festivities.
A little misdirection play.
Misdirection, that's going to be Bartell once more.
He's going to be close to a first down. It's going to depend on the mark.
Lebanon continues
It's
to
gonna
mix
be a
that.
first- yes, it's going to be a first down for the Yellowjackets.
Mix that, kind of lull you into coming up the center there. And while we've got Coach Redmond, we can get a pronunciation here. Is it Musica or is it Musia? Musha. Okay, so we had it right here in the first half.
Well, we've said it a lot if it was wrong.
Well, but I figured while we had a chance to make sure, we might as well make sure. Is that time handoff's going to go to number 27, Logan Liebarger.
Liebarger's going to pick up a first down.
He's going to go for about 16 yards there on first down. Clock will stop at 10:06 here in the third quarter as the ball goes just inside the 20-yard line, spotted up at the 19. And Coach, the Tiger defense is going to need a big stop right here. You got a little bit of that momentum back on offense, but we've got to find a way to stop these Yellowjackets if we're going to claw our way back into this one. Pitch goes to the outside this time, up the right-hand side. I believe that is number 38, Griffin Jones. No, I'm sorry, that's going to be 36, not 38. That's going to be Jax Glendenning. It's going to get about 7 on the carry, so that's going to bring up second and third as ball sits right about the 12-yard line now.
Coach Glendenning's a name we've called in a lot of sports for the Lebanon Yellowjackets
Absolutely.
over the years. Second and 2 from the 11.
Handoff goes up the middle. That's going to be Musha, I believe, and he's going to be real close depending on the spot here.
Glendenning just a freshman for the Yellowjackets.
Woo! So that may be a name we continue to call the next few years here.
Quick shout out to former Waynesville teacher Jim Carson joining us from South Carolina tonight.
Mr. Carson, longtime viewer and follower, and it seems like Mr. Carson's always putting the pin in at the start of the year for South Carolina every year. We've already got that one up there, but I know it's because he was tuned into that very first game.
That's going to go up the middle again.
Still on his feet fighting.
It's going to be Liebarger, I believe.
Liebarger's going to take it down all the way to about the 2-yard line, so it's going to be second and goal from about the 2. Well, they're going to back it up now. Woo. Backed it up twice. I like that.
So second and goal from the 3. Liebarger's going to take it in for a touchdown for the Yellowjackets.
And that stops the clock at 8:27, puts the Yellowjackets up 44-8 with the extra point upcoming. It looks like the Yellowjackets are going to kick this one. Quentin Doherty. And the kick's up, and it's good.
So at the 8:27 mark, Lebanon Yellowjackets extend their lead to 45-8 over the Waynesville Tigers here, homecoming 2021. Yellowjackets will be kicking off to the Tigers. We'll see if the Tigers can keep that offense going like we saw in the first drive.
Well, that last series was real nice, capped by a heck of a run by Eric Richardson right there. And the Tigers are going to have to keep that up if we're going to find a way back into this one. Now,
Coach, I had a chance this morning to have a short conversation. We're in fall sports, but we're going to be headed to winter sports quickly. I got to have a short little conversation with head Mizzou basketball coach Conzo Martin this morning. It's a great way to start off a Friday.
Well, it's not every Friday morning that you get to have a conversation like that. I mean, not that we don't have a lot of local celebrities here at the high school, but.
Interesting. I'm not sure where he was headed. He was on a golf cart with a whole stack of boxes of donuts. He was outside the Mizzou Arena this morning. He didn't offer me a donut. Me or Coach Pills, either one. I was a little disappointed.
Did you do something wrong?
I don't know. He didn't. Maybe it's Coach Pills because he didn't offer either one of us a donut.
All right.
Chase
Kick
Thomas
fielded by
Plummer
Chase Thomas
return.
Plummer. Another young man that Coach Rudman recognizes, knows well. A young man that was standing on the state podium last year. So that's going to get the ball out to 36. The Tigers will have it 1st and 10 there.
Matt, again, we want to give a shout out to all our community businesses and organizations that joined in community night tonight. I'm watching some folks walking around carrying orange bags, and they're full. They're all kind of Tiger goodies given out tonight.
Absolutely. Getting a check-in. Johnny Payne checking in from up at Camdenton tonight, supporting the Henry family, as Mary was one of the queen candidates here tonight. Just absolutely fantastic day, and you got to see all the homecoming queen candidates in the parade and then announced here at the beginning.
Little swing pass out to Eric Richardson. Eric's going to get the ball back up to the line of scrimmage.
David Vernon in there at quarterback, looks over to the sideline to Coach Haynes to get the play. Brings it to the line. Evander Bradford going to be the lone running back in the set beside him. The Tigers go 3 receivers, 2 to the bottom, 1 out wide to the top. Chase Thomas Plummer comes in motion. Handoff goes to Bradford. Bradford on his feet. Head of steam rolling, as he's going to be real close to that first down, Coach. This is going to depend on the spot.
Yeah, we may get to see our chain gang tonight.
They're going to move it back. They're going to say he's just shy.
So we're not going to get to see him. Chase Dendecker over there on the chain gang tonight. As we talked about last week, Chase, it's been a lifelong dream of his to be a member of the Waynesville Tiger chain gang. He talked about with us back in 7th grade when he
played basketball for us. The newly engaged Chase Dendecker.
That is true. To trainer Nikki Fleischman. Luckily, we hadn't had to talk about trainer Nikki tonight because we haven't had an injured Tiger.
That means it's been a good night. I mean, we want to see these guys compete in and out, night in, night out. But it doesn't matter the team. We don't want to see anything happen to anyone on either team right now.
Tigers get the ball to midfield, 1st and 10. Almost to the 6-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter.
Tigers bunch trips down here to the bottom. Chase Thomas Plummer in motion once more, deep in the set. Turn, gives the ball to Richardson. Richardson going to be grabbed just as he crosses the line of scrimmage. It's going to be number 75, the big guy inside, Jaden Hubler. I'm going to guess that V on our program is a misprint there.
Well, it's the way Lebanon sends them in, Matt. So.
Well,
Everything we can to throw you guys off.
Well, and his name really may be Javden, and he's just been cutting up in Coach's class over there. And
that could be, too.
I'm going to make him call you Jaden.
Richardson with the handoff off the misdirection. He's going to pick up about 4 yards.
4, maybe 5.
We have a flag come in from the far side.
Looks like the penalty is going to be against Lebanon.
I didn't see what the penalty was, but
waiting on a signal here. Face mask on the other side, so that's going to move the ball ahead for the Tigers. It's going to be the 5-yard version, so it's going to be just shy, but bring up 2nd and very short.
Second and 1 for the Tigers.
Handoff goes to Bradford. Bradford got the first down, still on his feet, crosses the 30.
Still
fighting. Wow, what a run by Evander Bradford. I'm going to say Evander had to break about 5 different tackles on that run.
Love watching Evander run because sometimes it's like he takes a few steps and he looks for somebody to hit before he takes a few more steps.
Yeah, definitely more the Earl Campbell style. That's not a Barry Sanders cut and juke you. I'm just going to take you with me.
And
are we getting a hydration break?
I'm not sure. Coach Haynes does not look. I think that is exactly what we have here. Is this hydration break brought to you by the Missouri State High School Activities Association. Don't forget, if you're sitting around the house, you might want to go grab you a bottle of water right now. Keep yourself hydrated. And Matt, once again, want to tell the folks at home, if you have any questions about hydration, water in general, or anything, call down to the athletic office. Corey Ace, he is our director of all hydration for the Waynesville School District. And Corey loves talking about water. I said, you know, we talked about all this. He's going to come to your class and do a presentation on water and everything.
This year, the presentation is bodies of water.
Bodies of water. But you know what? Coach Redmond might want to get a hold of Coach Ace and have him come up and just to give him an hour to talk, because he'll talk about what the good parts of water and the history of water. And
well, the history of water is probably a lecture that Coach hasn't heard. In being a science teacher, this is very applicable to his field.
No one is more knowledgeable on the history of water than Corey Ace.
Does he charge a fee?
Corey Ace will come and do that without a fee, I guarantee.
I've got to think for a sister school in the Ozark Conference
Yes.
that Corey's going to waive the speaking fee.
For a bottle of water, I bet.
Yeah, he will do it for a bottle of water. That is true. He does like the big bottles of water, yeah. The Tigers pick up 3 there. We're going to make it second and 7.
Second and a short 7, long 6. Vernon back, finds Thomas Plummer. Looking for a little daylight, still on his feet.
That tackle.
Going to be pulled out of bounds. I'm about the 6.
About the 6-yard line, it looks like. And that will make it first and goal for the Tigers from the 6-yard line. Vernon at quarterback, Richardson behind him. That's going to go to Richardson.
Going to be dropped
strings him out, and he's going to be dropped for
looks like he's going to lose 1, maybe 2 on the play right there. Is Lebanon, really nice job. We've seen that a couple times tonight out of the Yellowjackets. Really good at pursuing down the line. They're not getting caught jumping upfield, getting overly aggressive and trying to get into that backfield. As Eric strings that run out, trying to find that corner right there, Lebanon pursuing right down the line, doing a nice job right there.
Wildcat formation for the Tigers. Looks like Bradford's going to take the snap here.
Bradford does take the snap. He's going to keep it. Shakes the first one. Takes a pile of Yellowjackets with him as he's going to get that one down to about the 3, maybe the 2.
Tiger alum, former Waynesville Tiger football player Kevin Poinsett checking in with us tonight, Matt.
Well, and Kevin Poinsett, we talked about the traditions. I believe Kevin Poinsett, one of those that was honored at the homecoming game with the player of the game.
Bradford takes the direct snap again, and he's going to be brought down. We've got a flag down on the play coming in from the far side. Waiting for the call here, Matt.
Yeah, I did not see a call. All right, we're going to get a personal foul against the Lebanon Yellowjackets.
So that's going to move the ball down to the
1.5, 2. Yeah, it's going to be half the distance on the penalty. But so it'll be 3rd and goal. Tigers keep the Wildcat formation. Eric Richardson in there in the middle. Little misdirection play.
And he's going to walk into the end zone.
Everybody looked at Eric Richardson on that play. Eric hands that off to Chase Thomas Plummer, and he walks in, and there's not a Yellow Jacket within 5 yards.
Matt, you might have been able to score on that one.
Well, I don't know. And I'm not quite as surprised as I used to be. It had been close.
So at the 2:16 mark of quarter number 3, Tigers put 14 on the board. Looks like the Tigers are going to go for 2 here. we're going to get Coach Haynes has to call timeout.
I think
because
the Tigers are one.
Well, the play clock was down to 4, Matt.
And okay, no, the Tigers did have 11. I thought we were one short. I didn't see Teagle on the far side spread out right there.
We looked up, and it took a little too much time to get that going. So Coach Haynes is going to talk it over with the troops. See our TTSN camera down there on Coach Hollywood Joe Haynes here at Homecoming 2021.
Now, Coach Redmond, you guys said you had homecoming last weekend. Did you guys have a homecoming dance?
We did.
Were you down there helping chaperone?
I was not.
Well, you know, we
need
have
some
just the
chaperones for tomorrow
opportunity
night.
for you, as Coach Rawlings is going to be unavailable, and right now I've got a lot of things going on. I've got to see if I can work this out, but I am sure that we have a spot for you. If you would like to come over and help chaperone.
I feel like if I didn't chaperone our own, maybe I shouldn't. But I'd love to.
Richardson in at the Wildcat. Fakes the handoff, flips it back. That ball's on the ground. And the Tigers are going to be unsuccessful with the 2-point conversion. So at the 2:16 mark, Lebanon 45, Waynesville 14.
I believe the number I heard yesterday morning was, as of yesterday morning, 600 tickets sold for the homecoming dance. And tickets going to be for sale at the door, so maybe well over that number.
Did not realize tickets were for sale at the door.
They said today that they were going to cut off advance sales, but that I believe it is going to be $8. Now, don't quote me on that price, but I believe it's going to be $8 at the door if you didn't get your tickets ahead of time.
Coach Redmond won't have to pay that $8.
Now, I don't know if if he'll spring for a tux, since now is it going to be formal? Is Coach Redmond going to need a tuxedo tomorrow night?
It's homecoming. Usually that's not a tuxedo type dance.
Well, but Coach Redmond's a dapper-looking man. I mean, he doesn't go to Walmart without.
I've got some orange and black he can borrow. And
something tells me Coach isn't going to wear that.
But I do have my tux in the truck.
Okay.
he has his tux in the truck. He's ready to roll. Oh, it's tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
Busy. Sorry.
Well, that's disappointing.
Well, especially since he had his tux with him tonight in the truck.
And I'm sure he was debating, but with the heat tonight, probably wearing the tux.
Well, it probably a little formal for the football game itself. Probably took that off after dinner at Hopper's.
Yes.
All right, so Mason Wright tees it up for the Waynesville Tigers as we
looking for that onside kick again, and they're going to get it. And that ball's loose. Oh, and it goes to the back line.
gets to that second wave right there, and going to be 26. That's going to be Bartell. Covers that one up right at the 45-yard line. So the Lebanon offense is going to take over, have it 1st and 10 right there. All right, a little pitch to the outside. This time Lebanon, some blockers in field ahead of them, and off to the races. Woo, that's going to be number 36, Jax Glendenning. Once more, just a freshman.
But he takes it to the house for the Yellowjackets.
Nice little burst of speed. Looks like someone that Coach Redmond may be working with come springtime.
Put that name down, Matt. We're going to need to remember
We're going to need to remember that one.
Not sure how you play defense in track. Still haven't figured that one out, but.
Well, if there's anyone that can come up with it, I believe it's you. All right, to attempt the extra point, snaps back, holds down. This one's going to be good.
So that brings our score to 52-14. 2:04 left here in quarter number 3, homecoming 2021. And the Tigers will go back on offense again. We've seen that Tiger offense here in the second half be able to move the ball against the Yellowjackets.
All right, Coach Rawlings, I'm getting word that the concession stand will close in 5 minutes. So,
Matt, the line we saw out there's probably some of those people from halftime still in line.
absolutely. Well, a warm night like this, you're going to need that cold, refreshing water. Now, I would say like a soda, diet soda, but I know Corey Ace would not. Yeah, I can't.
That.
I cannot talk about drinking soda instead of water on this broadcast.
Not without a lecture.
Well, and my class is going to get one, but they're going to get the Bodies of Water lecture this year.
That kicks long off the hands of Chase Thomas Plummer.
Recovers it back at the 10, looking to the far side, still on his feet, but Lebanon, woo.
He's going to be brought down. See where they marked that.
Forward progress, I think is going to get him somewhere around the 8 or the 9 would be my guess. And it looks like they're going to set it down about the 7, so the Tiger offense will take over there as we're under 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Lebanon on top, 52-14.
So with Lebanon up 38, we have a running clock here. Vernon in at quarterback. And we're going to get a pass back. It's actually going to be caught.
It's going to be caught by Eric Richardson.
But I believe the Tigers are going to lose yardage all the way back to the 4 and bring up a 2nd and about 13 for the Tigers.
All right, Vernon in the shotgun set. Tigers go 3 wide, turn, give the handoff this time to Richardson up the middle. Nice little burst, still on his feet as he crosses the 20 out to the 25-yard line.
On the carry, and that's good enough for Waynesville. First and 10 for their own 25.
So the Tigers move it out, 1st and 10. We're at the 30-second mark here in quarter number 3.
On the carry for the Tigers, Eric Richardson.
Richardson on the carry once more right there.
See if the Tigers hurry up and get another play off as we go about 10 seconds left here in quarter number 3.
Tigers come to the line, game clock down to about 4 seconds here. It looks like they're going to get it off. Vernon takes the snap. Give goes to Richardson once more in the middle.
And he's going to pick up a couple.
Pick up a couple. Going to be short of the first down.
And Matt, that brings us to the end of quarter number 3. But the Lebanon Yellowjackets up 52-14. Matt, you know what that means it's time for?
TTSN Sports Update.
It's time for a TTSN Sports Update. This TTSN Sports Update brought to you by the Tiger TV Facebook page. Tiger TV Facebook for all the news that is news right here in Tigertown. Matt, we're going to turn back the clock.
Ooh.
Not very far.
Well, now, wait a minute.
Do you know who likes the Tiger TV Facebook page?
Well, I thought since we had a guest in the booth, it was going to be Coach Shane Redmond. But
Well,
if
he's been that before.
But if we're turning
He has
it
been that
back,
before.
but not far. I don't know, Coach.
Well, you were right at the end of the first quarter. You just jumped ahead of yourself. Miss Lydia Childs loves the Tiger TV Facebook page. Lydia was homecoming queen tonight for homecoming 2021. And Lydia loves the Tiger TV Facebook page along with her entire court. You get on there, they're always on the Tiger TV Facebook page. I did have a chance to see Lydia at the parade day because her car was just a couple in front of ours. Didn't get to see anyone else, but I did get to see her. And we want to send congratulations out to Lydia. And I mean, she gets to come back next year and do the crowning again.
Right, absolutely.
So the whole court, freshmen all the way up through. Once again, outstanding, beautiful young ladies down there in all decked out, and they're in their best.
Well, and coming across with their families, just a special moment. Got one of the young ladies that was in the court, Emily Crabtree, is one of the freshman mentors for my class, and pulled her aside this week, and she was busy, and of course they're always worried about dresses and this and that, and had to remind her, hey, enjoy this. Like, this is your senior year, and especially senior class that with COVID and everything else has had to deal with a few more challenges than other classes, that really take the time to enjoy this.
Tigers with a first down here. Pass goes out.
It's going to be Isaac Millay.
Millay's going to be brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
The student section coach is coming alive down there.
Vernon back at quarterback.
Turn gives the handoff to Richardson. Looking for room in the middle. He's going to spill forward and pick up about 4 on the carry.
That's going to make it 3rd and 6 for the Tigers.
Vernon takes the snap. Give goes to Richardson once more, and we've got a flag going to come in from behind here.
Richardson picks up 2 on the play, but we'll see what the call is. It came in kind of in the area of holding.
Oh, he turned it down, Coach Rawlings. He must be fully hydrated.
Director of hydration for the Waynesville School District, Corey Ace, turned down a bottle of water. That's something you don't see every day.
You already did that skit today.
That's a fully hydrated and excited Corey Ace.
Yes. 3rd and 15 for the Tigers. Mark the ball back for holding. It's going to be, that pass was brought out. That's going to be 21, Mason Perez on that reception.
Mason catches that pass, and Gavin Smith right there as he caught the ball. It's a clean hit, but boy, Gavin Smith laid a hard lick right there on Mr. Perez.
And the Tigers are going to take a timeout right here with 10-11 left here in the ball game. And Matt, while we've got this timeout, I want to recognize our students tonight working the broadcast on the TTSN Sports Network under the direction of the incomparable,
the illustrious,
the illuminal Tim Wallace. Our students working the game tonight under Tim are Destiny Michael, Chris Moore, Devin Longacre, and Jeremiah Dean, doing an absolutely outstanding job for Tim, as they always do. And Matt, we remind the folks at home, we just get to come in and put the headsets on and talk. They've been out here working in the heat, getting everything ready, and then working the cameras and working the audio, video equipment all night long, and just a fabulous job. We've got them here on the monitor. So Tigers are going to punt this away just over the 10-minute mark. And
high floating kick, and it's going to be touchdown right about 37-yard line.
I believe that's so. And again, Tim and his crew with an absolutely outstanding job.
So they're going to mark that ball at the 35-yard line, and the Lebanon Yellowjackets will take over there. And we're going to Timeout? Yeah, we're going to get a timeout by the Lebanon Yellowjackets here.
I'm going to say at the point we're at right now, Matt, we're going to definitely see a lot of different numbers and some different kids getting into the game for Lebanon. Some scores from around the Ozark Conference. West Plains 34-14 over Camdenton in the fourth quarter. Roll down here. Glendale 36, Bolivar 14 in the fourth quarter. Kickapoo, we still got a first quarter score from Kickapoo. So there's no update. Nothing from Hillcrest and Rolla either, Matt. But that's where we're standing Ozark Conference-wise.
Coach, Miss Laura Weikert-Anderson checking in with us tonight, complimenting the fantastic job that the students are getting to do. Got to visit with her a little bit the other night at senior night at softball up here at the top of the hill. She was up to support the Lady Tigers and the seniors that were being honored after their game against Salem the other night. I believe the Coach Malbach's the Lady Tigers are going to be back in action on Tuesday of next week. Always something going on up here at the high school, Coach, whether it's volleyball or golf, tennis, just something happening all the time. Got down and got to watch a few of the games. I only got to stay for a few of the games. Was it Wednesday night maybe or Thursday night, I think. Volleyball had Bolivar in town. Got down to watch a little bit of that.
That was Tuesday night, Matt.
My nights are running together. Coach Wilder said we had softball Monday night. We had volleyball Tuesday night.
Yes, we were both up at the senior night for softball.
For softball, you had powder puff football Wednesday night here, one of the homecoming traditions we have. Just something every night here at the high school. Always a great time to get down here and support the Tigers.
Next Friday night, Tigers will be on the road at Hillcrest down in Springfield.
All right, that gets the ball out to the 50-yard line. Lebanon.
31 there for the Yellowjackets. Whoop, we don't have a 31, Matt. We need Coach Redmond again.
Yeah, we do. He's probably putting on his tux out there right now. And the
Tigers are going to jump off sides, I believe.
Yeah, that motion, that slot back goes in motion. The Tigers just a little jumpy tonight on that outside edge. So that's going to move the ball ahead 5 yards, and it'll make it second and about 3. All right, so Lebanon will come to the line, 2nd and 3. Lebanon sends the man in motion. Handoff's going to go up the middle. Still on his feet as he crosses the 30-yard line down to about the 28. It's going to be number 31. Coach, I'm getting word Cole Dustin. Going to be number 31. And it is. Cole Dustin looks like
we're up at the top, yeah.
In away jersey is going to be number 4, but the away whites is going to be 31. So we do have a number there. Just wasn't 100% sure. Want to make sure we get that right.
Colin Wilson on that run for the Yellowjackets. He's going to pick up a first down. So the Yellowjackets down to the Tigers 17. And
into the end zone. to be number 15, Preston Ellingson. Sorry about that.
So the Yellowjackets, their 58th point of the evening. And they're on for the extra point.
Quentin Doherty's
got a flag down. So
got the kick up.
Flag down and a whistle. We're going to have offsides, I believe.
Offsides on the Tigers. Looks like Lebanon's just going to elect a re-kick here. So it'll be half the distance to the goal, so it'll move up about another yard. So Doherty lines up to take the kick. Gross in there to hold. Snaps back, holds down. The kick is up, and this one's going to be no good.
So at 6:47 left here in the ball game, Lebanon Yellowjackets take a 58-14 lead over the Waynesville Tigers. Matt, Tigers go on the road next week to Springfield to take on Hillcrest. They're on the road the following week at Rolla to take on the Bulldogs. And then back here October 1st, take on the Glendale Falcons. We'll be back here on October 1st on the TTSN Sports Network. But, folks, once again, our viewership has to be down some tonight just with the massive crowd that we had tonight, and that's the way we like to see it. We love to see that support for the Tigers.
Come down here, yell, stomp on the stands like we had tonight, just the crowd getting into things, and love to see you down here in person supporting these Tigers. They work hard, giving you everything they got on the field, so we've got 3 weeks until we'll be back here then. All right.
Yeah, with 3 weeks. And
wonder if it'll be a little cooler by then.
I don't think it can be much warmer than it was today.
When you say something like that, it worries me because then it's like tempting fate. I'm sure we'll make that trip down to Rolla the week before and see our good buddy down there, Coach Bartle.
Coach, and Doc.
And see Doc and high short kick right here. Tigers come up, fair catch. It's going to be Chase Thomas Plummer as he comes up across the 30 to fair catch.
Matt had a chance to visit up at the basketball clinic with one of our old Rolla friends that left us a few years ago and headed up to Webster Grove, Scott Stalkup. Scott coached basketball and football for Rolla Bulldogs. Actually, knew Scott ever since high school because he's a graduate of Van Far, so had a nice visit with Scott. We actually told a few Doc stories. I know that's hard to believe, but
all right, handoff inside goes to Richardson as he's across the 40, 45, 50, finally going to be pushed out of bounds, but not before he picks up that first down. So ball just across the 50-yard line, 49 of Yellow Jacket territory.
Bishop Godwin in at quarterback for the Tigers.
Godwin going to let this one go to the outside. Passes complete. Oh, not going to be able to hold on to that one.
But we're going to get a penalty there. Chase Thomas Plummer. I think we're going to get a hit to the head there on Chase.
Personal foul, you're right, hit to the head against the Lebanon Yellowjackets, so personal foul is going to move that ball on down the field. And that's going to move the ball down all the way to about the 24-yard line.
15-yard penalty. Tigers set up 1st and 10 from the 24.
All right, Tigers line up. Godwin gives to.
I'm looking to see who that is.
I am not 100% sure.
It's going to be number 3.
It's going to be Dalen Registe. I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong paper for a second. As Registe comes across there, going to pick up about 2 yards on the carry, so make it about 2nd and 8. Godwin in the shotgun set. Got 3 receivers wide, 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Handoff is going to go up the middle, and I believe that's going to be, is that Darian Washington on the carry that time?
Yep.
So Darian's going to go forward and pick up about 3 more, so it's going to make it about 3rd and 5 here for the Tigers. Bishop Godwin. In it, quarterback's going to be in the shotgun set. And
Richardson back in the backfield.
Richardson behind him at tailback. Tigers go 4 wide, 3 up to the top, 1 to the bottom.
Little
Quick
pitch back to
pitch
Eric.
back to Eric. Eric reverses fields, coming back, gets a really nice block across the 20, 10, fighting into the end zone. Eric Richardson in for the touchdown. Woo, we've seen the speed of Eric. That time, some nifty moving right there by the young man. Breaks a couple tackles, nice little spin move back to the inside, and into the end zone go the Waynesville Tigers. Makes it 58-20 with the extra point upcoming. Travis Novak in to attempt the extra point for the Tigers. I believe that's Eric Richardson on the hold. Snaps back, kicks down, and it's going to be no good.
Wide to the left. So 3:37 left here in the ball game. 11 the Yellowjackets, 58. The Waynesville Tigers, 20. Tigers hadn't scored going into halftime, Matt. Come out here in the second half, put 20 points on the board.
Well, and two touchdown runs on the evening for Eric Richardson. That one there was a nice little nifty move and taking some contact as he goes in the 77-yard run earlier in the game for Richardson. Breaks away. So as you said, that's going to stop the clock at 3:37. The Tigers will kick off. And, Coach, I did not see who threw that block. As Adam Wright's commenting here, nice block, and it was. As Eric Richardson reversed field and came all the way back across, someone on this left side, and I apologize for not getting the number, somebody laid one heck of a block for Richardson. They gave him some space and some room to move and cut that back inside and get into the end zone for a touchdown. So Mason Wright's going to tee it up for the Waynesville Tigers. The Lebanon Yellowjackets are hugging that 50-yard line like another onside kick is coming. It's the Coach Rawlings' favorite, onside every time.
It is. And there it is. Takes a big bounce and keeps going. Lebanon's going to bring it back.
Well, it takes a hop right into the hands of number 20, Cade Musha. Young man that did a lot of carrying out of that backfield there in the first half for the Lebanon Yellowjackets. It pops right into his hand, and he's going to drive it forward, get it all the way down to about the 39-yard line of the Waynesville Tigers, and the Yellowjackets will take over there as we're just about 3:15 left to play here in this one.
The clock will continue to run here. If you're watching at home and wondering Wyatt's still running.
Handoff's going to go up the middle this time for Lebanon. Still on his feet, pushing that pile forward. Going to be about 11-yard, maybe 12-yard gain, depending on the spot here, but it is going to be a first down for the Lebanon Yellowjackets.
Matt, big game in Southwest Missouri. Actually, big game throughout the state tonight. We got a score on. It's not Ozark Conference, but number 5 team in the state. In Class 5, Carthage 42. Number 2 team in the state, Webb City 14. Had the sideline warning on the Yellowjackets, but we moved the ball back, man. So 1st and 7 for the Yellowjackets. I believe that's a quarterback keeper up the middle.
It's going to be Preston Ellingson again. He's going to be stopped short there. It's going to be 2nd and 2, short 2, long 3. Turn, pitch comes to the outside this time, coming to the near side. Still on his feet as he's down inside the 10 to the 5.
And we've got a flag down on the play. We're going to get it's going to be a holding. That happened right in front of us, Matt. They're going to bring that back.
Yeah.
As we're under a minute, Matt, once again, we want to say congratulations to all the winners that we've talked about tonight, and as far as the different contests and things with Homecoming 2021. It's not over. The Homecoming dance is tomorrow night. Tigers next week on the road to take on Springfield Hillcrest. Be on the road for the next couple weeks, and we're going to be back here on October 1st. Again, if we're going to see the Jackets, well, they're not even going to have to take a snap and kneel down with the time in the play clock here. They may do this anyway. But we're going to be back on the air October 1st for Tiger football, as they'll be taking on Glendale that night. So, Homecoming 2021 final here. Lebanon Yellowjackets 58, the Waynesville Tigers 20. We want to thank everyone out there on the TTSN Sports Network for joining us this evening. And for Matt Johnson, I'm Mike Rawlings, and everybody have a great weekend.